This is my slammed Volkswagen transporter van, and unfortunately today it's a sad one. And that's because all this sign writing needs to come off.
Buying this van was a 3-year-long dream which came true. Once we got our hands on it, we tested how good it was as a daily driver. I parallel parked it in Great Yarmouth, and then we took it to McDonald's for McDonald's roulette until it broke. We headed to a campsite for the very first time where me and Shania stayed in it. I stared at a plug. Then we headed off to Tucked at the British Motor Museum, showcasing it for the very first time, before heading to Players Classic. But now it's time to remove the van's identity.
And that's because we need to sell the van, and unfortunately the next buyer isn't going to want to buy it how it is, and we need to remove our identity from it. So we need to strip back the vinyl and remove the sunstrip banner on the windscreen, which is actually really sad because it really means that this journey has come to an end. I am going to be a little bit lazy. The van has been sitting in the sunshine, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to peel this off without having to get any tools out, because the vinyl will be warm enough. Yeah, just like that. It's peeling off nice and easy. Not being funny, I do love the look of the van with our graphics on it, but it did absolutely slay as a silver on silver van. This van was kindly wrapped by Lewis at G-Sign. So if you're in the Norfolk area, give G-Sign a message, get them to do your vehicle wraps for you, because they do such a good job, and that has come off effortlessly. Sorry, it's the end of the team AF. My dog's come to join in. You gonna go, Rosie? Come here then. Come and give me a hand. Say hello to the camera. Say hello to the camera. Say hello. Good girl. Rosie's come to help take the vinyl off. Again, this is just peeling off absolutely effortlessly. I'm actually going to see if I can try and keep some of this and stick it. Yeah, let's see if I can keep that. Oh, actually, we'll keep the other side. I've already made a meal of this one. We'll try and keep that. But that is peeling off really easily, and there isn't any residue at all. See, there's no protection on there because that would have been cleaned when they wrapped it. But it's a sad day.
I want you guys to take something from this whole experience, and that's to keep chasing your dreams. I never expected to own this van. After 3 years of chasing, and chasing, it finally came true, and my dreams became a reality. So you should do the same. And just like that, on this side, it looks like it did the day we picked it up.
The van is looking pretty bare without the graphics on the back, and it actually now looks really long without them on there now as well. So the final piece is to remove this sunstrip. Now, I've got Goodwood, Auto Finesse and Tucked stickers on the front. Obviously, Tucked and Goodwood being because we attended the shows, and I'd like to keep them. So I'm going to try and see if I can salvage some of this and frame it so I've got a little bit of a memory a few years down the road when I think I had a transporter. I'm really sad, I miss it. I've got something to remember the fact that this van went to car shows and people loved it. So let's try and save these stickers and then get the sunstrip off, and then all we'll be left is our Autofinish sponsor sticker, but I'm going to try and peel that off and stick that in the Tiguan. Besides the private plate, the identity of the van has now been completely banished. Now, it's one of them situations, a little bit bittersweet. I will be sad to see the van go. I absolutely adore it, and it's been probably one of the coolest and nicest vehicles I've owned. However, it does open another door in my life where I can buy a house with my girlfriend. So it's not sad in the sense that it's going to open other opportunities for me, and it will pay my house deposit. And in reality, I probably should have never bought it in the first place. However, we managed to do it. We've got the t-shirt to say I've owned a dream van which I have chased for 3 years, and I had the pleasure of enjoying it and sharing it with you guys, most importantly. Next step now is to get the number plates off and get it washed and get it photographed so we can do a proper advert for this thing, because as it stands, people aren't really getting attracted to it because it's covered in my stickers and people aren't interested in that. So fingers crossed, now we can make an advert on Facebook which will attract some potential buyers and we can get this thing sold. To get the van clean, we're going to use our favourite bunch of Oldub products stored here in our den, which has our Brasilia project tucked away in it, which is another story altogether. Just on the topic of the Brasilia, I need to get this thing sandblasted so we can hurry it over to the boys at Surrey Auto Works so we can finally begin the restoration work on getting this thing complete. As you've seen, the chassis is absolutely gorgeous, still work to be done, but looks absolutely mint. We now just need to make the body resemble the chassis, marry the two together, and we are going to be in a good position to slowly work on this thing, spending a little bit of money at a time when we finally have a house. So the goal now is to chuck all the money we can save up at it. So when I have a house, I won't be able to do that, so we need to get it done ASAP. With the van now clean, we now need to head to a scenic location so we can get some pictures for Facebook Marketplace so we can create an advert for this thing, and fingers crossed the sun will stay shining to help aid those pictures. So let's head to the location.
In the darkness when I'm stumbling and I don't know what to do, when it all feels...
This place holds great sadness for me because it's the place I come all the time when I'm picturing cars to sell them on Facebook. But now we've got the pictures of the van, we need to head home, upload them to Facebook Marketplace and hopefully find ourselves a new buyer. The van's been up for sale on Facebook now for a little over 6 hours, and we've already had 2 people sliding in the DMs with 2 very interesting swap offers. I always like to make a bit of money. Now, I had the idea that would one of these vehicles possibly get us more money selling that than selling the van itself. Now, there's 2 vehicles, one of which is a Porsche. I think it was a Cayenne, something like that. 2013 plate in black, 100,000 miles. Actually looked really nice, and I thought, that's probably not going to do it. But the next one, before I had seen a picture of it, I thought maybe this could be a good swap. And this was a Ford Focus RS. Now these cars are pretty desirable, pretty sought after, and I don't mind one myself. I wouldn't keep it, but obviously with that goal in mind of trying to make some more money, I thought it could be a possibility. But then I saw the photos and it looked like it had been to Team U and bought loads of cheap parts, and just it wasn't very tastefully modified. Now everyone has their own taste in modifying cars, and there was lots of very decent performance modifications to it, but the headlights, well, that just put me off straight away. So I guess we're going to stick to our original route of trying to sell this thing and try and maximize our money that way. But unfortunately, that is all we have got time for. If you want to buy the van, check out Facebook Marketplace. I will do you guys a special deal. If you tell me you're one of my subscribers, I will hook you up with a special price. But that is all we have got time for. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button down below. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. Check out Auto Finesse, Lowdown Transporters, Surrey Auto Works for more similar content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.